So it's going to be our grand finals now. What is happening with Ozine right now? Of course, everything is hype right now. It's going to be Ivan versus Lemuel Pintacasi for our grand finals. Let us see again. Of course, I am your one and only Big Daddy JJ, the head administrator for Pokemon Philippines. And if you want to collaborate with us on Pokemon events, just let us know. And we are now ready to start our grand finals again with Ivan and Lemuel Pintacasi.
Yes. This is again the number one contender from day one. Lemuel Pintacasi was here.
Right.
And now he's competing for the championship.
He did not reach before. He did not reach top 2. He did reach top 4 yesterday.
Yes.
But now he is sitting into the top.
The revenge
into that game. And there you go. Tell me about Lem's team right now.
Lem's team is comprised of, again, as you saw before, is the really bulky one with the Grimmsnarl, with the Mudsdale. The Corviknight that definitely brings in the bulk there, and the Gastrodon for the occasional water moves that it needs to deal with.
And there, of course, with Ivan, of course, we've seen these teams earlier in the stream, and right now, Ivan's team, of course, still the same. Grident, Sableye, Togekiss, Ferrothorn, Ribombee, and of course, the Rotom Fan. I mean, we've already seen what these guys can do. Definitely the Togekiss, Follow Me, and of course the Sableye on the Prankster ability with a Fake Out Quash and a Will-O-Wisp.
Sa minasan, hajime o ka?
And there we go for Ivan to lead, of course, with a one and only, well, not one and only, two and only
best leads
of the day. Definitely,
I've seen that.
It's going to be Grident and Sableye, of course, and of course for Lemuel, it's going to be Mudsdale and Corviknight.
What's gonna be with Mudsdale and Corviknight now is Mudsdale is going to be the offensive pressure here to keep Grident at bay, or probably just chance to knock out by focus firing on that Sableye.
Of course, Sableye going into the Corviknight fake out, and of course, Mudsdale here needs to do a rock slide into the. Of course, what he needs to do here, what Lemuel needs to do here is not to flinch. Oh well, hoping for the flinch, of course, but at the same time, he needs to take out that Grident immediately. Not the Sableye.
Oh, big plays with that nerve! I didn't shout that.
Alright, it's not going to be the Sableye. He does not need to get... He doesn't need to get the Sableye out. He needs to get the Grident out. And of course, thanks to the Unnerve ability of Corviknight, Grident wasn't able to eat his Citrus Berry.
And Grident is actually now in a pinch. There's no priority moves, but a max move is definitely a high chance to knock it out. And Grident has to find a way who to take out first. If not, Mudsdale will bring in the offensive presence.
And I think it was a really good choice coming from Lemuel to go out, starting with Corviknight, to have the Unnerve ability so that Grident won't be able to eat. And now, even though there's going to be the Dynamax for the Grident, I don't think it would survive any hits coming in from the Mudsdale.
Very much sure, JJ. The thing is, if it could actually knock out the other Pokemon here that's in the field before it could attack. But then again, the Pokemon to be killed is that Mudsdale. But I doubt if there's going to be a one-hit.
I doubt. And there goes the Brave Bird into the Grident to make sure it's going to go. No, it's going to be the Sableye. Really interesting stuff. But I mean, if I were that,
the Max Protect.
Yes, but
no!
Thrown into the Mudsdale.
That was the read. That was the counterplay.
If he Brave Bird that Grident, it could have been it. It could have been it for that Grident, but no, he went to go for that Sableye instead, and now he has the chance. He now has the chance to get that one out.
And now he's actually healing from that grass move.
Exactly.
That Grident is well prepared for its threats.
He doesn't really need to have that Citrus Berry, since the moment he gets that max overgrowth into the play, there's going to be the grassy terrain, which would eventually, like a leftover. Definitely,
And
just like
definitely
you said.
Pokemon on the other side is not even healing.
It's not even healing because, like you said, both of his are healing. One with levitate and one is flying, so definitely not gonna heal unless he would use a roost, right?
Again,
but why would you use a roost in this kind of situation? Now, of course, but then into the match,
He has been played into Ivan's trap. And now the Will-O-Wisp season begins. And the dismay from Lem's face. You can feel it from here.
And they're going to Brave Bird into the max guarded Greed Dan. Definitely not going to do anything at all.
That's why they say regret is a really bad thing.
And now I think the next move of Ivan is going to be a quash into that Rotom so that he would be able to get that Corviknight out immediately. I mean, right now, Corviknight is not a threat anymore thanks to that burn status. Whatever he does won't be able to kill Vidant. Won't be able to not kill but knock out.
Well, actually, I'm not thinking about the Will-O-Wisp anymore. It's more of now actually taking out more Pokemon as soon as possible. And the most probable target is the Rotom, not the Corviknight. This Corviknight doesn't need to go out anymore.
True. But then again, of course, we have the quash. Like I said, quash into that Rotom, and of course, the max overgrowth into that. Just like I said to you earlier. The Corviknight is not a threat anymore because of the burn ability, because of the burn status. So he does not need to be aware. It's not to be wary. Yes, it's not like it's not going to do anything to the Greed Jet anymore or the Sableye at least, and it's not going to do anything. It's
just good for this play to stop the berry.
Yes,
and the moment it goes out,
the berry's going to be
Exactly. And now, there's no Dynamax on this side. Everything's against. This is 4-2.
And now,
well predicted for the first
again,
3 turns.
we have the quash as well. Not going to be effective against the ghost type. Dragapult. But he still has a Will-O-Wisp, which could potentially reduce and debuff the damage of the Dragapult. And now he can pretty much use the Redent in order to use that Seed Bomb or definitely the Stomping Tantrum into that Dragapult.
Any damage will be significant here since Dragapult does not have any defensive stats. Redent will definitely kill it out. It's just not normal moves, of course.
Oh, Quash is not a normal move?
It's dark, I think.
Oh, it is dark. Alright, cool. I didn't know that. Alright. So anyway, it doesn't even matter anymore as he's not gonna go for the Stomping Tantrum, but he survived with a Dragon Meteor into the and that's gonna kill. That is going to kill. Goodbye, Greedent. But I mean, he already took out the Greedent pretty late into the game where he is on the really disadvantageous side.
But there's still the Togekiss, right?
There is still
Togekiss is pretty much the win-win here.
Yeah.
He took out everything that would, be a threat to Togekiss.
The Togekiss still has the Dazzling Gleam, so definitely that's gonna be the case right now. Corviknight wouldn't be able to knock out that Togekiss if it is the Togekiss anyway.
It was setting up for Togekiss for the ending sweep.
Right, Togekiss, it could be right now, it could be a Sableye Foul Play into the Corviknight, and of course the Dazzling Gleam into that
Foul Play just to the Dragapult, Ghost type. But then it gets for the Protect.
Right?
Yeah.
Dazzling Gleam, of course.
Just go AoE all the way. Take them down one at a time. No need for any follow me's or anything. They're going down either way.
There you go, Corviknight into the Iron Hand. Not going to do much damage because of the burn damage. And of course, just like I said, a foul play into that Drago, but it get reflected thanks to that Protect move done by Lemuel into the Dragapult.
So far, the burn damage is negated because of the... I don't know, it's a flying type, didn't heal. But then again, Dragapult is still KO range of Dazzling Gleam, and Corviknight is not in a position to actually KO anyone.
And just like I said earlier, he's just, I've been saying this to a lot of matches, but he is just just delaying the inevitable right now. Because looking at this, Lemuel is on the very disadvantageous side. He's not going to be able to do anything at all right now. And there goes the Shadow Ball into the Togekiss. It's not going to do enough damage. And I don't know, man. It's done. It's definitely done.
the actual win con here was that turn when Grident was not targeted by that Brave Bird, which could have been a potential KO.
Right, it could have been the game of Lemuel if the Brave Bird was into that Grident instead of the Sableye.
And really, right now we're just waiting. The burn is going to take him out. Any chip damage is enough. Lemuel has to find a way to bounce back and find the perfect read for that.
And there we go. Ivan taking in the first game. And there you go. What can you say about the game? How was it in your perspective?
My take on this is that perfect reads are very much essential, especially here in the grand finals. And Ivan, being very much familiar with his team, knows how most counter his team. And his win condition is to actually predict those, prevent those from being executed properly,
Pag nakita niyo yung switch na logo.
and
Pag nakita niyo yung switch na logo.
keep on predicting properly so that he can defend and attack at the same time, taking out threats for his back Pokemon to take him out for his speed.
Right. And there you go, the grand final is going to be Ivan versus Lemuel, and definitely for our viewers right now, make sure to stay tuned, guys. Please stay tuned. We have more. I know you guys are watching right now. You guys have, make some noise for our grand final. It's going to
Make
be
some
Lemuel
noise for the champs.
and Ivan
Champs to beat.
Jingco.
Yeah, Ivan is in pretty much a good position right now, and now the pressure's on Lem to actually keep the pressure on Ivan so he can misplay, mispredict, and actually think 2 steps ahead of what
Ivan,
his plan is.
Ivan,
And
meron
Lemuel,
yung switch na logo.
ulit magalaw. Laging ulit per match na lang. Okay.
Alright.
So right now,
We're good,
we're good. So right now, we got them. Lem's win condition. 1, keep that Grident out as soon as
possible.
Yeah, because if you can't knock out that Sableye in 1 turn, why bother?
Yes,
Just
why
go for the
bother?
Grident.
Right.
Unless that
don't-
Grident went for the protect.
He doesn't need to take out that Sableye. He needs to take out the Grident. And definitely, what I think is that Ivan is still going to lead and start out with the Grident and Sableye. Or if not Sableye, it would be the Togekiss for the follow me.
I don't know even why Rebombi and Rotofan are there, but I think the strategy is well solid with Grident already. And really, Togekiss and the Fairy, Steel, there's no Dragon there, but Grident alone is enough to deal down. It's like the sister or brother of Snorlax, Grident, right? The Belly Drum with
Yeah.
in a good coverage.
Right. That is true. It's like instead of using Curse, you are using Belladrum instead. And like you said, based on looks, it is the Galarian Pachirisu, but of course not in the defensive side. And now going back to our potential last game, Ivan Jingco on the tournament point right now with 1 point ahead of Lemuel. Let's see if Lemuel can do something up right now to change things up against Ivan to get 1 potential point to tie things up. Now, it's going to be Lemuel starting off with the Dragon Bolt and the Corviknight, and Ivan here again with the Sableye and the Grident.
If I were actually Lemuel, I should have just lead with the Will-O-Wisper. Because either way, you're going to get the Will-O-Wisp in, and that's the first turn he's going to go for the Belladrum. And there's no Pokemon out there that can actually kill you in their turn 1.
Right. But then again, what you want to do is guarantee that Belladrum that not going to be hit. But like you said, if it would be better to use the Fake Out first into that Corviknight for the Brave Bird. Then again, of course, on the second turn, it would be the Will-O-Wisp into that Corviknight again for you to be able to just, guarantee that hit into that Belladrum. But no, he's going for that immediate Dynamax into the Dragon Ball, as we are seeing right now. No, it's the Corviknight Dynamax. Well, earlier he was not using that. It was a Mudsdale Dynamax.
I think he needs to utilize a different Pokemon now. Even if I was positioned,
He needs to be creative.
Mudsdale is not dishing out the damage. It's too slow.
And like I said, he has to be creative in order to take out that in order to take out that
One of those two.
no, the Greedent really. Even if
what's
he can take out the Sableye, there's still the Togekiss.
But the Quash is no longer there.
Yes, but there's still the Follow Me, which is a priority move.
But there's Max Steel Bite coming from him.
But there's Follow Me.
That's one turn.
Yeah, but that could, that already guarantees you for a Belly Drum into that,
Yeah, the Belly Drum is there.
the Belly Drum is there,
But no heal.
There's no healing, but you can pretty much guarantee the Dynamax now. But then again, there's no more Will-O-Wisp.
I know.
There's no more Will-O-Wisp. So if he can take out the Greedent now on the next turn, it would be Lemuel's game immediately.
One bonus damage from that Max Steel Pike to take out that Togekiss just to get one attack from that Dragon Ball means the game's over for Ivan this round.
Definitely the Togekiss here is going to go for the follow me, and then of course he just wants to get a guaranteed Dynamax. But thanks to the Dynamax powered Max Steel Spike going into the Togekiss would kill it, and now of course in the oh no!
Put it out.
He put it out. I was thinking that he could have went for the Dragon Ball to kill that to knock out that Greedent immediately out from the field.
What else could Greedent do? I think he was just over-protecting it. Probably the target onto Dragon Ball, maybe. So
I mean, just one more hit, right? And of course, Follow Me into that Togekiss is going to be into the play. And of course, the Max Steel Spike is going into the Togekiss, and I think it's going to be a one-hit KO kill, but not going to be quite enough.
That's the must-have for him right now. But at +2 defense, Steel Typing, that's pretty much guaranteed. You will survive any move from that Greedent. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd, bro.
And there we go. We have the Max Quake right now into our play. The Max defense is raising for the field of Ivan, but it's not going to be the case. It doesn't really matter if there goes the special defense, as Corviknight still has a Max Steel Spike to take out the Togekiss, and one more hit coming in from Lemuel can pretty much take out that Greedent rather.
That was a ground move, but then again, he went for the max guard because he's already very low on HP. Because yes, there's a priority move from that one. And now we see Rotom Fan here taking Spirit Break, and that's a special attack down.
So I think it was a pretty good move coming in from Ivan to stall out that Dynamax, knowing that he could last one turn better than that. And now
I think he has a new strategy up in his sleeve to protect that Greedent from dying.
Right, and this is the first time he's actually sending this out in the tournament. This Rotom Fan has the ally switch, and fortunately enough, Lemuel's Pokemon doesn't have the ability Stalwart.
Or he doesn't have anyone unless he targets the actual side of that.
Right, exactly.
But then again, the Protect has been used, so he's most definitely gonna go for one because he knows the Protect is not gonna happen.
And there you go, the Isle switch. They switched places, and now the light screen coming out from that Grimmsnarl. As we all know, that Grimmsnarl has the Reflect and the light screen as well, and the Raver coming out into that Rotom, I believe, which
not enough.
Letting the Greedent survive one more turn for the Max Overgrowth for the potential healing. Max Overgrowth into Grimmsnarl is definitely going to kill right now.
And right now, the match is really at the point. One Pokemon going down one at a time, and now it's down on Lem's side, and now is even Lem able to kill one more, the Rotom Fan or the Greedent.
Right. And now we have to remember that there's still the Mudsdale and of course the Dragon Ball up in the back of the team of Lemuel, and Ivan here is on the deficit with a Rotom, a Fan, and the Greedent on the really low HP right now.
He needs to really predict this one. If Greedent is going to attack, what can be the possible way? Is there an ally switch? Is there going to be a protect? There's a possible protect on Greedent here, and the Will-O-Wisp on the Mudsdale. But then again, the Will-O-Wisp missed. That was my play. protect on the other one, then yeah, this is definitely game over for now for me.
This is going to be the game for Ivan. I mean, it was a really great adjustment coming in from Lemuel to take out immediately the Sableye and of course the Griden as much as he could in the first turn. And that is going to be it.
Lemuel is clapping his hands in for the third round. And
okay, no, I was going to say unless the Togekiss would survive, but I don't think it's going to survive anymore.
Nope. There's Rock Slide, there's a Steel move. Nope. No, definitely not gonna survive this one. This is a match point for Lem. That was a great turnaround for our match 2. Wala ba kayong palakpak dyan? Showmanship tong mga ginagawa nyo, guys.
Anyway, we are now into our final game of the day. You know, the final day.
This is their last match.
This is the final day of Ozine, the final match of the tournament, and of course the final round of the tournament. Both of these players, Lemuel and Ivan, both on tournament point. Whoever wins this would take home 5,000 pesos. Oh, so in our guidelines, the player's responsibility to make sure that the system is charged. So it's going to be a default. It's going to be definitely a default for Ivan, because in our guidelines, definitely it is the player's responsibility to make sure his system is charged up. I'm sorry, my dude. You are losing in the grand finals. Yeah, the power bank is better. Power bank is better, please. If anyone has a power bank who is willing to help Ivan win, please. But if you're supporting, you know, if you're supporting Lemuel, don't give him any. Pag nanalo si Ivan, mga 4,000 rental fee. Pwede na, ha? I mean, it's really, you know, it's really unfortunate if you're gonna lose because of low battery, you know? I mean, it's on the guidelines, but...
It's on the guidelines, but next time...
Yeah, next time, you know, make sure you have a power bank. At least, yeah.
Not during game, di ba, bawal? I mean, bawal na mag-charge during game.
Pwede naman. If we can provide, you know, if we can provide the cables, extension cords.
Okay.
You want to be lenient with our players as well. You good? You good? There's Switch logo na.
May Switch logo na?
There's Switch logo. Alright, cool. Go ahead, go ahead. And now we are going back
at the
what a grand finals it is.
It is the third game of the best of 3. And Ivan right now securing his first win, and Lemuel winning on the second round with his predictions and setups just to take out that Sableye easily on the first 2 turns. So let's see what happens in game number 3 for the championship.
The final round that we have. Let us see what it... There we go. Lemuel Pintacasi versus Ivan Jingco into our final match.
This has been a great weekend, weekday, Friday for everyone.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
And of course, we're still going to be on a different event tomorrow up to Monday. So there's no break for us. But speaking of no breaks, the players right now doesn't have any break as they are now facing into the final match, Lemuel versus Ivan. Lemuel starting out with the Corviknight and the Dragonfall. Ivan, however, is going into the Griden and the Sableye.
And now, let's see what goes out. Is that the Dragonfall going into Dynamax?
Or the Corviknight?
or the Corviknight, since the Corviknight is the main effect.
And there we go, it is the Corviknight.
He went for the actual adjustment to his gameplay, the actual coordination. To adjust to the current needs, the Corviknight is the bigger threat here.
Exactly, and now Sableye into the Will-O-Wisp, immediately into the Corviknight, debuffing that attack. So now Corviknight doesn't really have anything up his sleeves right now. And into the Draco Meteor, immediately into the Greedent is not going to be enough, but it won't be able to set up now. The Belly Drum won't be able to get out right now. Max Steel Spike going into that Greedent immediately, but not going to be enough. Not going to be enough.
He needs to take out that Corviknight soon, but the only Pokemon in this game is the Rotom Mole.
Right.
Flying.
Rotom Fan. But now it was a good adjustment coming in from Lemuel that he needs to take out the Greedent immediately from the first turn, but he was unsuccessful thanks to that Will-O-Wisp coming in from the Prankster ability of Sableye. And now, let us see
if
the
that
offense right now. And definitely, we are now on the second turn of the match. Lemuel versus Ivan. Corviknight and the Dragapult is now going into the back of the team of Lemuel, but he's now setting out the Grimmsnarl to pretty much set up
the win.
Pretty much set up the Reflect and the Light Screen.
Now here we see Rotom Fan as discussed earlier. Corviknight. That Rotom will be essential.
Corviknight is as well disabled, but right now Rotom might. Okay, good. There goes a max guard for the Corviknight. Rotom Fam, however, won't be able to do as much right now as it has a Will-O-Wisp, it has a Thunderbolt, it has a Protecting and Alice Root. It can only do the Alice Root from this point on. Sableye, however, not doing anything at all. Maybe he's going to go for the foul play into the Dragapult, just like I said, it is,
well,
but not into the Dragapult.
He wants to take out that Corviknight.
Not the Dragapult, however, the Dragapult was taken into the team right now. It was taken into the team, but right now the foul play into the Corviknight wasn't successful because of the max guard.
Yes, and that Corviknight is pretty much essential for Ivan to set up his win condition. But right now, his win condition is not existent unless he takes out that Corviknight.
Exactly. And now, just like I said, Grimmsnarl right here, right now, is setting up the light screen. And the next one would definitely be going to be the Reflect. And now Corviknight going in for that Tailwind, making sure he goes faster than the opponent. But right now, with the Thunderbolt, not going to do much damage. Not going to be enough to take out that Corviknight. Let's see what's going to happen right now. Thanks to the light screen, to reducing the damage of the Thunderbolt coming in from that Rotom Fan.
He's actually banking on the chance, the off chance that he could take out Corviknight this turn. But then again, Grimmsnarl is actually setting up the win condition right now.
Right. Just like I said earlier, Grimmsnarl already set up the light screen. I think the next turn would be the Reflect, and then Corviknight, of course, already had the Tailwind on, and definitely he could pretty much just use Roost from now on, but never mind, he's going to go for that Iron Head into the Rotom Fan, but not going to be effective. Grimmsnarl into the Spirit Break, into the Sableye to end things up. There we go, just like we said. But right now, he has the chance to pretty much use Roost and heal up.
Lemuel pretty much know what he needs to do and has been doing it.
Oh, it is enough right now, even though the light screen is up. Rotom Fan's Thunderbolt knocking out that really good Corviknight.
And now we'll see now how they play without the Unnerve, and also the possibility of that Pokemon Greedent to set up after that.
Right. I don't think Greedent would be able to. Yeah, he could pretty much use the. He could pretty. Right. He has a cheek pulse. He has a Cedar Spirit. He
has to predict it properly.
He has to predict it properly, indeed. Or if he won't be able to predict it properly, he would be able to set up that Belly Drum.
We'll see, because the faster one right now is which one? Which end? The one is Tailwind?
Yes, Lemuel.
And definitely, I don't think any of Ivan's Pokemon can actually do something.
Outspeed.
And it's both weak to whatever Lemuel has.
Right, but then again, you have to. There's still the mind games to end the
Rock
RNG
Slide.
as well.
Just Rock Slide all the way. Probably, flinch or whatever.
Right, but then again, you have to remember the Greedent here has Seed Bomb. He can pretty much take out the
Can you
Mudsdale.
still Dynamax?
No.
No more Dynamax on Ivan's side.
Oh, no.
That's the
He
thing.
can,
That's the
he can.
game changer. No flinches for Dynamax Pokemon.
He has no flinches for Dynamax Pokemon, and he can pretty much use the Max Overgrowth right now against to that Mudsdale. Even though it could protect, Lemuel doesn't have a Dynamax anymore, but Lemuel can protect, however, but that's not going to be enough for the Dynamax. And they're going to Steer Break into the Greedent, not going to do much damage, but of course,
for the SP attack.
for the SP attack, failing, but a Speed Bomb is a physical
will
attack.
take that,
Physical attack, so that now if he's going to go for that Max Overgrowth, the Max Overgrowth attack would be a physical attack as well.
Both of them have really defensive stats right now, but he's going out for that. No, he went out for the Mudsdale. But it's not going to be enough. It's 2 turns needed to take that out.
And of course, Stamina is going to activate to increase the attack. The attack. To increase the attack of
Mudsdale?
Mudsdale.
It's defense.
Oh yeah, defense. Sorry. It was defense.
It did increase this if you use Body Press.
Yeah.
But then it's burn.
But it's burn anyway, so it doesn't
I
really
won't
matter.
really even count its damage right now.
And there we go.
Ivan in the lead right now.
We are seeing the Greedent holding on to its strings, even though it was on the life disadvantage earlier. Right now, it got its HP back.
And now, with a really big grin on that Greedent's face, I think it's really hoping for the championship right now.
Right, both of these players are hoping for the championship belt. And now Rotom into the Will-O-Wisp, into that Grimmsnarl, make sure it is burned, not going to be able to do anything with that Spirit Break, and of course, just to stall things out.
And let's see how Greedent plays this out. Going
Max
out for the Mudsdale.
Into the Mudsdale, I think that's going to be enough, even though it's not going to take it out with the burn.
Reflect.
Oh no, not even with the burn. Not even with the burn is it going to go out.
That defense buff really made the difference, plus the reflect.
Right, and we have to remember as well that there's still one more turn for the Greedent. So, and of course the Tailwind now pettered out. So definitely, things are looking good for Ivan right now.
Yes, but still, I would say fastest here is
Dragapult on the back of the team.
It depends if he wants to switch out. If there's a normal move coming at him, he can switch out Dragapult, but it's a risk to take.
Right, but we haven't seen
no
the last
Veldrum.
Pokemon. We haven't seen the last Pokemon of Ivan right now, but I don't think it's going to go for anything. Thunderbolt into the Grimmsnarl, of course, not into the Muscle because it's a ground type.
Of course, that's not gonna do anything.
Spirit Break not gonna do much damage as before due to the burn status, and right now, of course, another Max Overgrowth into that. Hoping for a flinch. Not for the Dynamax. I forgot about the Dynamax. It's not going to flinch anymore. And right now, he is pretty much guaranteed to take down that.
He's taking out which one?
A Grimmsnarl.
He's sending up the defense. SPDF up for the Dragapult.
I think so. Yes.
Because he needs to have more HP now. But then again, if he can secure that there's no damage coming in, he can actually just do Belly Drum the next turn.
Right. But no, why would he need to use the Belly Drum if he already has the Belly Drum on? Oh wait, no, he still doesn't have the Belly Drum on.
That's his strategy after this.
And definitely the Belly Drum into the ally switch.
But then again, it's a risk because he won't be able to take any more damage after that.
Right, but then again, it's still in the mind games, however.
Yeah, we'll be seeing the mind games coming in here.
Right.
And right now we're seeing
if he could pretty much, play with if he could pretty much play with the mind of Lemuel here, not going in for the Isle Switch, but going in for the raw Belly Drum, or he could pretty much just go for the raw Seed Bomb into the Mudsdale as well. Grimmsnarl not gonna do anything into the Spirit Break. See, not gonna do anything at all right now.
Just hitting everything we can. And Rock Slide, of course, praying for the flinch.
Praying for the flinch.
People praying for the Rock Slide.
Body Slam into that Grimmsnarl, and
crap! It's still alive.
It is still alive.
that screen really did its job.
And there we go, Grimsnarl into the burn right now.
I mean, that was a turn actually good enough for setup, but it has to be moving faster. But there was no way for him to move faster, so he can't really go for a belly drum right now. But HP wise,
he doesn't need to go for the belly drum right now, since he has the life lead anyway, and he can pretty much just go all in attack.
And Dragon Ball is the fastest now.
Right, and he can pretty much just go all in attack to pretty much guarantee the knockout of the Lemuel.
Nope, no paralyze there. Oh, Rotom avoided. And then the flinch, maybe?
Into the ground, he is hoping for the flinch. There we go, nice flinch. Coming in
the miss of the flinch.
Jet.
Muzzle is now restoring its HP due to the grassy terrain. And now that flinch was very, very much needed.
It was crucial.
Now all damage are really much mitigated. We'll never see what will be in the next few turns. But Lemuel is giving us a really great fight. Right now he is in the advantage. Gridette will technically be knocked out unless that ally switch. But then again, Gridette is not in a position to do offensive damage.
Right. And right now we are seeing Rotom with the island switch, and I think it's going to go for the stumping Tantrum. And there we go, Shadow Ball into the Gridette. Nice island switch, nice prediction coming in. Nice prediction coming in from that of Ivan, and of course that stump wouldn't be able to do much damage. And right now, Seed Bomb into the Muzzle, not going to be enough to take it out. But we have to remember the burn is going to take it out anyway.
Burn is going to take it out.
And there we go, turn in. Oh, one HP, my dudes.
HP EVs are essential.
Oh my God,
that 1 HP.
This 1 HP is really, truly essential to what Lemuel is up against right now. He can pretty much have another move to go against the Rotom and the Gridette.
Which will it be, Ivan? Are you sacrificing your?
I think Mudsdale is going in for that. Is going in for that rock slide, hoping to get the flames from the Gridette, and he now has the move. Oh, Rotom is going in for the protect, but Gridette here doesn't have anything to protect itself. Now going in for the flamethrower into the Rotom
predicted.
That it is predicted. Rock slide is praying for that flinch.
Again for another.
Oh, we have 2 minutes left until the game ends. Nice timer.
Oh! That flinch 2 turns in a row.
And timer is 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
The last 2 minutes, everyone.
Last 2 minutes of the game. Into the play right now. A Grimsnarl in burned as well. And we have to remember, if he can take out the Rotom here or the Gridette, both of which are going to be calculated with the current HP of the Pokemons. Or the Pokemon without the S.
Yep. Whoever's out there total their HP. That's gonna be it.
And there go Grimsnarl with the light screen, of course, to prevent that light screen, to prevent the Thunderbolt. However, a Drago Meteor into the Gridette,
taking it out.
And this is definitely going to be a game of Lemuel, and definitely the Thunderbolt would not do a lot. 1 more minute until the battle ends. If Rotom here can take out the Dragapult or the Grimsnarl, however. And there we go, 50 seconds left into the game before we calculate our timer.
But then again, Dragon Ball is in a very bigger...
No! Ivan still has 1 more Pokemon, and this is Ivan's game! Rebombi is saving Ivan. He can pretty much just stall the time right now to make the timer end.
Why did you say that? Just kidding.
Here there we go. Flamethrower into the Rebombi.
Take it off.
It is not going to be enough. There we go.
And the Moon Blast taking out Dragon Ball. Beating 10. The win.
With 5 seconds left into the game, 4 even 3. What a finals round for Ivan. Definitely a good game for Ivan. Yes!
Ivan is
Let's give props to Ivan. Good finals, good finals.
that Rebombi wasn't there for display.
It was there to save him.
Yes.
It was there to save him from
Well
the
played.
time. Definitely, again, guys, thank you for tuning in from the Ozine Day 2. Again, we are the commentators. I am JJ-kun of Pokemon Philippines, and this is Prof of Pokemon Philippines as well. We have been your casters, and definitely we would see you on our next tournaments. So make sure to stay tuned for more updates in our page, which is going to be facebook.com/PKMN-ph. And definitely, again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, we are JJ-kun and Professor Toff.